Welcome back to Culbreth Mini Projects. You can see behind me we've got a gigantic tree that fell down and it's blocking the trail, so I want to get out here and cut it, but I wanted to use my Christmas present. And what that is, this is a STIHL MSA 300. And this saw is, you know what it feels like? It feels like my 036. I don't know that I'm good at reviewing things, but I will say this, STIHL got this right. When you go to fill the oil in this thing, this handle is now not like a ½ inch away from there. It's far enough away you can actually dump the oil in there. So that was like super sweet. The other thing is you got your blade lock, everything's the same. Once you push your battery in there, you just touch this on button right here that says, hey, I'm ready to do something here. It'll blink for a second, gives you an opportunity. Now, I better take this guard off. But it gives you an opportunity to actually start. See how I'm holding it right there? And then I just press here, pull the trigger. That's all there is to it. And then I noticed if I pressed and held this thing, it would actually just kind of shut off. Yeah, see that? Now it's shut off. So if I squeeze the trigger, nothing will happen. So I got to have that power button rocking and rolling here. And even if it's blinking, you got to have that thing on or it won't go. So, all right. I'm going to start marking these logs and we'll get them out of our way. And then, yeah, I'll give you a comparison. This is a 20-inch bar on this. We'll see how good it is and how well it works. My 036 has a 25-inch bar. Yeah, I just don't know if this will have the power or not, but I'm actually excited to use it because I don't have this thing running and annoying me right now like an 036 might have. So I want to see that right there. Here. There. This tree is going to be almost too much for me and my Vermeer. I'll only be able to pick up, I might be able to pick up an 8-foot section of this, maybe 12, but that's about it. This is such a big tree. All right. I'll hit that for now. There's a bunch of sticker bushes. You can see right here, look at this. When this thing fell, it just blasted this sassafras, just totally exploded it like lightning hit it. I was actually concerned that it was going to fall and hit my chicken coop. And I came out here to eyeball it. And I thought, well, Saturday, I'm going to pull it with a cable. And sure enough, Mother Nature threw her down here. Thankfully, it didn't hit the chicken coop. Okay, we're going to test this out and see how a battery-operated saw works. Okay, cut. Okay, Nicole had a real good laugh. We had to cut. I considered actually editing this, but no, I totally deserve this. What a rookie. If you want to be safe and not cut yourself when running one of these new battery-powered saws, just put your blade on or your chain on backwards. That's exactly what I did. You can see the teeth here. They're pointed the wrong direction. The chain goes in this direction, and I put it on backwards. So anyways, Nicole had a real good laugh out of that. So we had to pause, but I'll go ahead and change this real fast. Come back at it. You know, and in my defense, maybe I did I guess I put it on. I don't even remember putting this on. So maybe I was really tired one night. I don't know. That's just weird to me. I've never done that before. One thing I'm going to do is just pop this battery so I have no risk of cutting myself here when I put the chain on the right way. Yeah, actually I do remember this. So you guys are going to get a great little insight. So this I thought was kind of clever too. These nuts don't fall off and fall in the dirt or the woods anywhere. They just loosen up for you, which is pretty awesome. All right, now I've got to take this. I've got to loosen the tensioner here. I want to back that down pretty far to take this chain completely off. I'm going to say something like that will be good for me. All right, and we'll just Loosen this. Unbelievable. Oh, here's your chance, YouTube critics, you guys that comment on my videos and you're all so much smarter than me. Well, I've actually given you something to some good ammunition. So let it rip. Beat me up in the comments. I'm surprised my dad doesn't know about this already. Word travels really fast when it comes to me doing something dumb. So there we go. I'll tell you, somebody will probably comment on the best way to put this on too. It's just the way I know. All right, I think she started. Let's go ahead and start tightening this down a little bit. Really all you're doing is just aligning this pin. This pin moves back and forth as that screw tightens or loosens. So I'm going to cinch that down just a little bit until I get a little closer, and then it'll start helping me keep the chain in these grooves. I was shocked when that thing didn't cut. Like, what is going on? That's extremely wimpy. There it is. Okay. Now I'll tighten her down. Oops. Yeah, that feels legitimate. Put these on to hold it. All right, now I can, well, that isn't bad. I think I'll just leave it there. I was going to say, now that these are loose and just hand tight, I could actually adjust the chain, but the chain felt pretty good to me, so we're going to give it a shot as is. Boy, that's one of those moments where it's like, you won't forget that again, will you? No, sir, I won't. All right, enough goofing around. People want to actually see me use a saw. All right, let's try to cut this one more time. Whoa. Okay. Okay, just at first glance, I'm barely letting that chain touch. This is nothing like a 36. The old 36 gas is just going to rip through this thing, especially with a sharp chain. So this thing is biting really well. The chain's nice and sharp, but it is definitely, it doesn't have the power to rip through it. Now what's interesting, when I lower the saw like this, the closer cuts are good. When I try to tip down and take a little bit more on the backside, that's when I feel the loss of power. So this is actually cantilevered. I didn't know. The cut never pinched on my blade, so I just kept running and it did okay. But all right, I think we're all the way through. Rope, one. All right. And there you have it. So I want to look at a couple things real fast. One, what's the battery look like? So if I hit this button right now, I had 4 bars. Now I'm down to 2 bars, and that's just with 2 cuts. Now this is what I would call red oak or maybe black oak, but it looks like red oak to me. And I'll get my tape measure. You guys can kind of see the, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to roll this out of here or not. Ooh, yeah, that's tight. I should be able to get the diameter here. All right, the diameter without any bark on it is 18 inches. So that's an 18-inch log. It's really wet. The root's rotted and the wood is still pretty good, but I want to see how many cuts I can get out of this thing with 1 battery. Oh yeah. Okay, got that piece out. I'm just stacking them in the woods now so I can get them later. Battery stays on, it's all good. I said before 2 bars, it was actually 3 bars of power that I had. I made 2 cuts, 3 bars of power left. So we'll see how this next one does. Now I'm getting into the stickers. Ah! Huh. Okay. Oh, you know what? My lock is on. That red button right there says the lock is on. So I have to pull this back. Now I have it. Okay, one more cut. Now I'm down to 2 bars. Interesting. So this thing really does take a load. So really good experiment. I would think like that's the one thing I'd want to know with this saw. Like how long does it last, really? And by the way, it's like 70 degrees. It's probably 60. What do you think, Nicole? 6'7", maybe 6'7". Yeah, it's not cold. The batteries aren't zapped. Just got it off the charger. See that? I'm not crowding it. I'm just bracing it so it doesn't kick back on me. Okay, that's another cut. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts, 18-inch log. Now I'm down to the last bar. So it's hard for me to believe that I've used 75% of this battery already. Man, it just feels like light work. I don't know. Not impressed with that battery. Or really the power to get through these logs quickly. There's a piece of wire underneath that one log, so I wanted to lift it up off the ground before I cut. Right here, this was like a little makeshift gate that I had put together at one time. That was for the playhouse. All right, let's get down here. There's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut from one side. This is a huge stump. I'll have to cut from this side. I'll probably have to finish on the other side. There's no way this thing's so wide right here that I don't think my blade can even get through it, or my chain can get across it, my bar. I can try to come up top here and come across. Ah. Yeah, there. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I couldn't quite get all the way through. I'll finish the cut on this side. It was really close though. Yep, that's all it was. Okay, well that got through it. I'm still down to just one bar. I want to kill this thing for you guys so you can see. Let me go one more round over here. Get through these stickers. Oh boy. All right, count those cuts. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 cuts. I still have some battery in here, so that last little thing must have some more. But I'll set this down. I'll move these logs. We'll keep going. All right, just need enough ground clearance to be able to cut without putting my chain in the dirt. There you have it, 8.5 cuts. It's like I was thinking about the wise owl. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? So you get 8.5 cuts at about 18 inches down there. I'll bet it was more like 24 inches. Let's go measure real fast. To be fair, this was a much wider cut. .24. So, I don't know. I'm not impressed. I like my tools to finish the job, but I do have another battery. I'll put this one on the charger and I'll finish this project up. Remember to like, subscribe, hit those notifications, and thanks so much for watching. See you next time.